Lucy didn't take advantage of it. Protois' tech is now done. He's teching to Black Citadel instantly. Lucy's tech is about to finish, and he's going to have that Halls of the Dead up in time to drive away that Death Knight because of the cold attack. Yeah, Protois now about 40 mana ahead, and that's pretty much the difference in the game. A little bit of experience advantage for Protois as well. Anyway, now Protois making a Lich, and as is Lucy, okay. Both players making Liches. And now I think we're going to see Protois creep this Ogre Magi camp, because he has forced his opponent back, and that would be the smart thing to do, is to consolidate his advantage by creeping something. Okay, he's actually... Yeah, he looks like he is not sure what to do. He's retreating. I guess he's seen his opponent coming across. And now he's getting his Fiends caught out without his Death Knight, and they're going to take some damage. Not too much. And now he's forced to come back to prevent his opponent from creeping the Ogre Magi camp. And so both players pretty much uselessly puttering around now. Protois is going to kill one of those skeletons, but taking some damage on his Death Knight in the process, and going to kill the other skeleton. Now, let's see what he's doing. Okay, he's just gotten his Lich up. He's buying dust and a Rod of Necromancy on his Lich. Lucy bringing his Lich out as well, and both players are going to have Liches. Well, actually, Lucy's Lich is here a little earlier. And now, Lucy pulling the creeps, which ensnare one of Protois' Fiends. So Protois is going to get... It looks like 2 of the creeps have gone to Protois' side, and 1 to Lucy, and 3 to Lucy's side. But the Ogre Magi, which is the most important one because it drops 2 items, is definitely on Protois' side. He gets the Watcher Ward and the Claws of Attack plus 9. Ooh. Meanwhile, Lucy got a tome which I didn't see. Okay, it must have been a Tome of Experience because he's very high levels all of a sudden. He must have gotten a Tome of Experience there. And now, Lucy going to creep a turtle camp, and meanwhile Protois has gone home, and I'm not sure what he's doing. He kind of gave up after that, and now Lucy's going to get to creep 1 extra camp because of this, because of his more aggressive play. And now he's going to kill this Gargantuan Sea Turtle and get a Potion of Greater Mana. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, now Protois is creeping his own giant turtle camp. But his Death Knight now behind because of that. Basically because he got the worst drop. He didn't get the Tome of Experience, and Tomes of Experience always useful. Anyway, Lucy now level 2 on his Lich. Both players level 2 on their Lich, and Protois actually has his Orb of Corruption already. Lucy appears to be shopping for his right now with his Death Knight. Yeah, there we go. And now he's putting up a Slaughterhouse. Protois has already got a Slaughterhouse up at tier 2, putting up a Sacrificial Pit, and he's creeping the other giant turtle camp. And he has level 3 Death Knight, level 2 Liches. Both players have that. And now Lucy looks like he's coming across to scout with his Death Knight, or maybe buy a hero from the tavern. Let's see. Yes, he bought it. Okay, Lucy buys a Dark Ranger from the tavern, and meanwhile Protois has gotten the Crypt Lord, so at last we see some serious divergence in their strategies. So it's going to be Dark Ranger versus Crypt Lord here, basically. And Lucy now proceeding to his second giant turtle camp and going to creep that out. And taking a bit of damage on this Dark Ranger, but he's going to just be able to coil it. So, it doesn't matter. And a Scroll of the Beast, which will make his Fiends very deadly. And now Protois has creeped the wrong side Ogre Magi camp. That Watcher Ward not going to be all too helpful. Anyway, now he's going for an Ogre Lord camp, and he has enough force to creep that out now. And now... Okay, now this could be bad for him, because Lucy is coming around, and he might... Okay, he's going to see that this is being creeped. He went to the wrong side. Can he steal the items? No. So, Protois managed to get the items. Lucy didn't steal them. No, but Lucy is going to get a couple of the creep kills from this camp. Yes. Lucy managed to get all of those creep kills. Crypt Lord makes not a very good impale there. Maybe a bit of a miscue by Protois. Now he's going to lose a Fiend to the focus for the Lich and the Fiends. And I assume Protois has researched Burrow. He just used Dust. Lucy famous for using Burrow, and famously frightening Burrow Micro. So I guess Protois felt like he had to avoid that and got a Dust. A lot of damage on Lucy's Death Knight. Let me hold Alt and see the hit points. Yeah, that Death Knight much lower than the opponent's Death Knight. And Lucy is forced to pull it back to keep it safe, and it could really get nuked by that Lich any second now, because that Lich is only 5 mana away from having enough to cast Frost Nova. But Protois doesn't seem to be... Okay, Protois' Crypt Lord goes down. The Death Knight is still alive. Um, but Lucy losing a lot of forces. Protois seems to be down to just fighting with his obsidian statues, which he has 3 of. Meanwhile, Lucy's Death Knight is extremely low and is going to have to TP as soon as that, or use the Scroll of Healing as soon as that invulnerability potion comes off, except that Protois is not turning around. And now Lucy has Protois on the run, even though his Death Knight is at 123 health. And Protois Lich taking a little bit of damage, but able to get out. So, all in all, Lucy managed to win that battle because his Death Knight is damaged, but he'll be able to heal that up with a potion of healing or so, whereas his opponent lost a hero. Now, Lucy's Death Knight is very close to level 4. Okay, both of their Death Knights are very close to level 4. I guess the extra fiends lost by Lucifer compensated for that hero kill. So, all in all, I do feel like Lucy got a bit of an advantage in that battle. He kept all his heroes alive, and now his Death Knight is level 4 as well, and he's creeping the other ogre camp, and that's going to give him an experience advantage. Because Protois has already crept his camp, and he's not going to... even though he has a Watcher Ward there, he hasn't seen or he hasn't decided to come to this creeping. And there's a Rune of Healing, so that solves the Death Knight damage problem. And he got a Crystal Ball. That's huge. Lucy got a Crystal Ball, now he's going to have virtually unlimited scouting information without even having to get a Shade. And indeed, he doesn't even have a Sacrificial Pit. He's not actually building anything. He's at 50 food. Protois, I would guess, is at... Okay, Protois at 48 food. Maybe going to get one more ghoul or something. And he's put up a Boneyard. And we'll see how that works out for him. He hasn't built any Frostworms out of it. And now, already, Lucy is coming into his base and is going to be able to cancel that Ziggurat. And now Protois... Okay, Protois is right there. And so we're going to have a bit of a battle. That Fiend gets nuked and then coiled. Now, Lucy's Fiend's getting impaled by the Crypt Lord. A good impale there. And now, Lucy's going to have to silence something with that Dark Ranger. Nuking the Lich. Lich getting really low, getting coiled just in time. And now, Protois losing a Fiend there despite Burrow. Lucy's burrowed Fiends are doing much better. He's going to lose a Fiend anyway. Now, Crypt Lord, another good impale. But unfortunately, it doesn't do that much damage. And now, Lucy just focusing down Fiends. Another coil goes off to save that Fiend. Picking away at the statues a little bit is Lucy. Now Protois being forced back because basically because he's been forced to use a lot of those coils, and he's in danger of running out. Lucy uses his Crystal Ball to scout that burrowed Crypt Fiend, but it died anyway. So it was kind of a waste. Now, Lucy trying to put some damage on these units. He's getting his Death Knight nuked. Now his Death Knight is in big trouble. It manages to get out somehow. And, okay, it looks like Lucy just Dark Ritualed his own Fiend so he'll have enough mana for some Frost Novas. I'm not sure what he's going to go for with those, and Protois also Ritualed his own Fiend. So now Lucy bringing his Death Knight a little close to danger, but I guess he drank a healing potion of some type. Now he's got an Invuln Pot on his Death Knight. Now Silence goes off. That'll stop... that stops Coil, so Protois forced to TP because his Death Knight was silenced. And Lucy is now level 4 on his Lich, whereas Protois... Yeah, Protois only level 3. And he's got a Frostworm out now. And he's actually got a... Yeah, he's got 2-0 upgrades. Lucy has 3-0 upgrades. So, Lucy a little bit ahead in the upgrading game. And Protois does not even appear to be researching that 3rd upgrade level. So, Protois with... I'm surprised to see Lucifer going level 3 upgrades. And now his Fiend's getting focused by that Frostworm and Lich Focus Fire, and he has to TP right away because he's just going to lose all his Fiends right away to all that. And is he... Okay, he didn't even have Web. So, Lucy had to get out because he couldn't stop the Frostworm. He had no Web. And he'll have Web by the time Protois gets to his base. And, oh, Lucy was expanding, but he's actually unsummoned his Gold Mine because he knows that he can't hold it against this.